the finish.
Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back to Beware the Beast. Our football manager save here with Brentford in the Barclays Premier League. Now, oh dear, it's kind of gone a little bit downhill ever since that Watford game because, again, as we've done, as we've done many a time this season, we just dropped off and I don't know what really happened. And we followed up a fantastic 3-0 victory of a dreadful performance against the pretty lackluster Hull side, to be fair. 3-0 defeat, we weren't great, and then they had 2 penalties, which was really disappointing. I must add, we conceded a lot of penalties. I need to point that out. Because we conceded quite a few there. We conceded an absolute shit ton against Liverpool, as we cannot forget that fateful evening. But then we followed up actually with an incredible 1-1 draw with Manchester United, to be fair. We actually probably should have took our chances a little better and possibly got a second goal, but Sadio Mane's equaliser was a bit of a kick in the teeth. But a 1-1 draw against Man United is no small feat, so a pretty decent result there. But then we followed up again another disappointing result against West Brom. Again, I don't know what happens is we turn up for a game and then we just fade away for the next. It's really, really, really strange, and I don't really know what to put it down to, because in the next game we beat Liverpool by 3-0. And granted, we weren't amazing, we were still better than Liverpool, and we still got 3 goals. And it was nice to see Sergio Diaz getting 2 goals in this game, taking his tally to 4 in 16 appearances. But as I said, I'm willing to wait for this guy, and I do believe he'll become a key asset to us. And then this result, I don't even want to go over, to be honest. You can sort of do it yourself, because this was a dreadful, dreadful performance from us. Terence Kongolo epitomised that terrible performance by playing a 5 rating, giving away both penalties in the game. We lost Leandro Paredes as well for 4 to 5 weeks, so his season's over. Luckily, there's only 1 game left anyway. And we were absolutely dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. And got didn't take our chances, as QPR did, and the scoreline granted flattered them, but didn't it? On their performance, it's not a 5-1. On our defensive performance, it is a 5-1, because our defence was just absolutely terrible, if that makes sense to you. We are in 12th, same position as last season. We can fall all the way down to 15th if we do not pick up a good result today over Tottenham, who we have in 16th. But a victory, we can possibly go up to 10th, which would be 2 places above where we finished last season. So that would be the aim, because it just sneaks us into top half. However, we do need to hope that Nottingham Forest lose their game, and who they are playing, Manchester United. So there's a big opportunity there. QPR to lose their game. They've got Newcastle. Again, that could happen. And that's it really about teams above us. So yeah, really the season's petered out to nothing. Again, it's been a disappointing season. However, something that really has sprung to mind is the form and stat increases of David Gerrard. Of course, we bought this kid back in the first season for £80,000. Well, that's the second season, but that's when he joined. You actually bought him in that season where he came through. We bought him on the contract youth system thing. And he's had a very good season at Nottingham Forest, getting 4 goals and 9 assists, 5 player of the matches, and a 7.26 average rating. He's really sparked up on my radar. And so next season we will be adapting our tactic to fit him in. And what we've adapted to is back to the 4-2-3-1. Made a few little changes. I only like having one playmaker in the team. So Remco Koch's going to be that heartbeat of the team, that roaming playmaker role. And we're going to use a shadow striker, and hopefully David Gerrard can utilise that. Because he has 13 finishing, 16 dribbling, 18 first touch, I believe he could be a quality player for that role. So I'm very excited to see how he does. And I have faith in him being a quality addition to our lineup next season. Looking forward to having him in the first team. Him and Remco Koch should be a beautiful, beautiful central force to be reckoned with. So I can't wait for that. Dory has attracted interest from Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City and Southampton. I don't want to let him go because he's amazing, But if the bids start coming in at a high price, I mean he has got a release clause of 45 million to clubs in the Champions League. But he has got 3 years left on his contract, so I am hopefully going to be able to keep hold of him. But if not, we have got Patrick who could replace him. We've got Kongolo, who has been a bit of a disappointment this season. I am not going to lie. Hence, will be dropped from this game. But that will be something to maybe keep an eye on. As well as Wilfried Zaha said he wants to leave to join Arsenal. I've told him, I said it's all hypothetical, but it wasn't enough. He wants to leave. I don't want to let him go because he's a good player for us, quality addition in our lineup. But if he wants to go, there's too much player power nowadays for me to really have a hope of keeping hold of him. So that will be that. We're going to put James Wilson on the bench because he's only made 9 appearances all season. He's not really had the game time, and it's probably my fault. And probably I should have terminated his loan back in January, but I haven't done that. And he's not really had the game time, and I feel bad. I probably hampered his development, but oh well. Poor James Wilson. And that's going to be our lineup for the day. I'm tempted to put Jordan Rhodes on. No. Actually, another bit of something interesting. Landry Mate. It's not really that great of a player. Obviously, he's on loan at Herenveen. I've applied for him to get a work permit, and he got one. So he now is actually eligible to play. So I might loan him out to an English club next season. I mean, move him out to one of our affiliates, maybe. So yeah, just thought I'd let you know. But as I said, David Gerrard is the main focus. This boy is gonna be big, and it's simple as that. He is our future attacking midfielder. He's our future AMC. And hopefully he can replicate the brilliant career of a certain Gerrard. Not towards the end, because he's a bit shit now, but, Sorry, Chaz, and other Liverpool supporters. I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to insult Mr. Gerrard. Please don't murder me. Or do anything, even slightly murderous. But anyway, today, Tottenham had a poor season, and are down in the dumps. They've survived, but really, 16th for Tottenham is rubbish. Really, really bad. And hopefully we can exploit their weaknesses in defence, maybe. And keep out Mr. Harry Kane, who is actually a very good player on this save. He has developed quite well. And was a player I was actually interested in buying. Actually, him and Jose Perez are on my radar at the start of the season, and we settled for Veyton Berisha. So you can see how bad my initial signings were. But I'm quite happy with what we bought in January, I must admit. They've had a decent impact on the team of Patrick. Paredes hasn't really had the chance. His injuries have plagued him so far. And we also brought in Sergio Diaz, who's not really hit the ground running as much as I would have hoped. But he has not, he's not let us down by any means. We're going to give him time. And next season... Because, next season I don't think I'm going to extend the loan of Manuel Sid. I think we're going to keep Rhodes, Diaz, and then possibly one youngster, maybe someone like Danny Banks, maybe give them a bit of faith as the backup. So then we have, because we're only going to hopefully be playing one up top next season, so there'll be no need to keep all these strikers around. We're going to try and move on Berisha, try and move on Ben Yedder. It's going to be hard, and we're going to probably make losses on them. But if it gets them off the wage bill, I'm more than happy to maybe make a little bit of a loss on them. But anyway, in this game, not really much has happened in that first half. We have a chance here, though, maybe in the second half. Maybe it's a chance to counter. Although they've not got many men forward, have they? And Henriksen makes a lovely tackle. But the ball does escape to Grealish. Finds Dembele. And he's got past Henriksen. Harry Kane. Oh, Kolasenic's in. Great save by Fraser Forster. Wellington Nem. And the lad makes a great tackle. And get it away. Thank you. We've kept the ball very nicely. We've had almost 100 more passes than Tottenham. And we've completed over 100 more than them. Which is very, very pleasing. Because obviously we do like to keep the ball. Maintain possession. And try and fashion out chances rather than squandering them with... pot shots, as I would refer to them as. And here's Wellington Nem. Almost finds Harry Kane, but Doria does a great job of getting it away. And Tottenham having a little bit of a dominant spell in this game. And Harry Kane's through and he scored. Simple as. And that is what we've done all season. And we've been on top for the majority of the game, but as soon as they have that one moment of pressure, we collapse under it. And it's happened yet again. And it's really, really frustrating from our point of view, because so many times we've been in a position of dominance in the game and we've fallen behind, and it really doesn't make sense. But Sergio Diaz, with a lovely finish to equalise in the 62nd minute of the game. No, 61st, but they'll class it as 62nd. A lovely ball in from the lad. He's actually really been a key player for us this season since we've started playing with wingers again, and you know, he's beginning to sort of justify that £15 million price tag that we paid last season for him. Hopefully we can go on and get a victory in this game. I'm going to make a change. We've not really got many options. We'll take off Remco Cockenbury on Dele Alli. And because it is the last game of the season, we will give top scorer Jordan Rhodes a run out. We won't make the third change because I know FM will plague us with an injury. I'm using the word plague a lot, but you know, why not? It's an interesting term. It's nice to see a sellout crowd for our final game, 20,000 capacity. As it stands, though, we are down to 13th, which isn't terrible, but it is a downgrade on last season as we were 12th. Although Wilfried Zaha has a great opportunity and hits it straight at Hugo Lloris. Great opportunity there to win the game and end the season on a high in a game that we should be winning. But we have drawn the game. Nice to see Sergio Diaz get the goal. We were unlucky today. We could have won it on a different day, but that's football, isn't it? So, and that concludes our season. It's been a meh season. All I can describe it is the season has just been meh. It's not been much to talk about. It's been a little bit disappointing, but you know, we can certainly improve next season. I mean, you know, we're 13th. We're still in the Premier League, which is a certain aim. And to be fair, we're only 4 points behind 8th in the table, so it's not disappointing. And if you look at the amount of prize money that we've actually still got in, it's still £15 million, and it's still quite a good amount. So Liverpool done the double. Done the double. I mean by that, I mean 2 years in a row, winning the Premier League. Good for them, I guess. Man U, Chelsea, Arsenal get Champions League. Everton, City get Europa League, and the FA Cup looks like it will be, well, it should be Villa. Aston Villa have also got Europa League football, and bloody hell, they've certainly dodged a bullet because they were close to getting relegated. Right then, boys. It's been an okay season. I really want to push on though. I want to take mine and Brentford's relationship to the next level. We've got to push for that 5th place spot or a cup run, and we gotta hope it can happen next time out. But I want to thank you very much for watching. You've been awesome as per usual. I love you so much. Thank you very much for watching. Much love. Bye bye.